Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Ludo from Hate Me Gaming, and joining me today is a large group of crazy people that I met on the internet, and we're going to be playing a little bit of Dark Heresy in a campaign called Righteous Fury, based on the Brad Pitt film Fury. But because it's 40k, we added the word righteous to it. See how clever we are.
Huzzah!
Thank you, Justice. Justice is here again. So hard to get rid of him, it's just like herpes.
Only I burn more.
Yes. So, we'll just do a quick introduction of all the characters and players, and then we can get on with the action. First of all, our main gunner, Raphael.
Sup. Raphael was a dumbass and decided to volunteer. Because he doesn't realize how deadly the Imperial Guard is.
And would you like to introduce yourself?
I am Matt. I know these people from another game we play.
Yeah, poor Matt. Okay, Scrap on the right Sponson gun.
Hi, yeah, Scrap was a mechanic and he was repairing this specific tank, which is named Betty, Righteous Betty, because he painted, Betty, yeah, that's what I said. He painted a nice lady on the side, on the hull of the tank, so yeah, named Betty, and he's quite in love with her, whatever, and he loves the inside of that tank more than the outside world.
Like big inside.
Yeah, it's close and
all you want,
cold.
but it'll never be recognised as a legal marriage in the state of Alabama.
That's okay.
Our spotter, Juan Martinez, played by me, Ludo. He was a simple street boy from space Puerto Rico when he was drafted into the Imperial Guard during an annual tithe. Very simple. Our driver, Jack Malone.
Hello! Once me. Once again. Yeah, I thought I was volunteering as tribute to be in the Hunger Games so I could see Jennifer Lawrence naked, but no, I'm in a tank, so I'm stuck with guys. Go figure.
Justice, incapable of going 5 seconds without making a sarcastic comment. Our left gunner on the left Sponson, Reeve Arian.
Hello. My character, he's the son of a guard family, and he joined. Was originally going to go in the infantry, but since they have a really low survival rate, he decided to go armor instead.
I'm pretty sure everybody has a low survival rate in the Imperial Guard.
Yeah,
well,
the
it's better when you got a couple inches of steel between you and whatever's out there.
Yeah,
the Emperor's got a high. The Emperor's got a high survival rate.
Jordan.
Hello, I'm Jordan. I was born on the battlefield to a traitor. Mother was killed by a commissar, and ever since then I was raised by my parents' friend. And then I found out that the Imperial Legion was recruiting, so I joined.
Basically, he's Space Jon Snow.
Yep.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
You know nothing.
Well, if anyone here knows nothing, it's you, Justice. And herding this vast pile of cats that is our Dark Heresy group is our GM. Beloved as he is, the sexiest man in Sweden, our GM Simon.
Hello, and welcome to Righteous Fury.
Betty.
I'm ready. Is everyone else ready?
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yep.
Oh, enthusiasm.
Aye.
So, Simon, in your own time, lead us on. Off. With whatever.
Well, we have just been, you've all just been recruited from your, however you wish to have written your background stories.
Yes.
Yes.
Quite interesting background stories, there are some of them. You've all been recruited and we're now on the Radiance of the Emperor, which is a ship slowly descending over a planet where you're about to embark on your great adventure.
Over there.
Yes, over there, down there. On the planet. You know nothing of the planet because they have told you nothing. You know nothing of where you are or what planet it is because they have told you nothing. You know
So essentially,
nothing.
they just pointed at us and said, "You're gonna go there and kill shit."
I'm pretty sure I know the planet's round. It's not flat like all the others.
It's shaped like a donut.
I would love to see a planet shaped like a donut.
Go look
That'd be
into
awesome.
town novels. I think there would be something in there along with a hexagonical planet.
I'll be the best.
That planet would have been eaten long ago by the descendants of the Simpsons.
God.
The Tyranids got there first.
Are you saying that Homer Simpson is the great devourer? Actually, that makes sense.
Oh God, yeah.
Yep.
Coupled
He
with
is
Peter. Coupled with Peter Griffin.
So then, let's see here. You have been assigned to a smaller descent craft that will go in the second wave, landing just after the veterans have cleared up the landing sites.
Well, it's actually quite
Permission.
nice of the Imperial Command to send the decent troops in first instead of us.
Apparently they want the job to actually get done, instead of to just have everybody die at the landing zone.
They should have just sent Jane. They should have just sent Jane Cobbin.
That's like the opposite of what the Imperial got.
Yeah.
Well, that will become apparent why it has happened later.
Now, for
Because
those of you who don't know, Simon, that means I've planned something rather unpleasant for you. Bwah ha ha ha.
Or no, he's planned something very nice for us, and then he's going to snatch it away like a candy from a baby, and then laugh at us, and then throw it in the river, and then kick the baby, and then laugh some more.
Oh my god.
No, I've only done that a few times. Don't worry, you might survive. You might.
So we're
So,
on a
let's see
dropship.
here.
Are we strapped into the Righteous Fury and not Betty?
No, at the moment we're standing in front of the tanks. They are
Juan
being
Martinez
loaded up.
admires the tank.
The tank is being loaded into the very scrappy and old-looking gunship. That will be, well, not gunship, dropship. That will be your descent.
Okay, where's the nearest quartermaster?
Aren't we supposed to be inside that?
No, you will be going down in the crew compartment of this very same transport. And the nearest quartermaster is standing off in a yonder, pointing and yelling at a bunch of low-grade ship workers.
I go over there and attempt to requisition better armor and a helmet.
He looks at you with wide eyes and goes, "Over there somewhere," and points off yonder into the bowels of the ship.
I fix him with my best fiery Latino glare, and I say, "Listen, my friend, I don't work in the rear echelon. I need protection, or I'm going to be giving my life to the Emperor a hell of a lot sooner than I planned on it. How about you send one of your servitors off, get me what I need to continue to fight another day for the glory of the Emperor?"
He looks a little bit confused and surprised. "No, I meant talk to that man over there," and he points at a specific man standing off in the opposite side of the hall.
Yeah, no, go back over there. They're playing like a human game of Pong.
I reiterate said glare, and I say, "If he doesn't help me, I'm coming back here, and then you're going to know that I'm back here, pendejo." Which is possibly the only word of Spanish that I actually know.
Hola!
That doesn't count.
No.
Aw.
I learnt Spanish from my incredibly English father, and the best he could ever manage was "tuo largero, por favor." Yeah, so I follow his directions, and I go and speak to the guy, because I don't want to die of being headshotted.
Over in the opposite side of the hall, where you now have arrived, there is a man who seems to be dealing with a lot of people wishing to requisite gear. You see that most people standing there has some kind of form in their hand that they have filled out.
Okay.
The administratum and their paperwork.
Damn the administratum.
Does he look like he? Do you look like you need help dealing with the bureaucrats?
Yes, it does look like he needs help.
I don't have the best fellowship, so possibly if the entire tank crew can come and help me yell at this guy, we might.
Well, I'm just gonna sort of walk. I'm just gonna sort of walk over to him as. Well, actually, you haven't said anything yet, so I guess I'll wait a minute to see if you actually succeed in talking to said poor man.
Talk to the poor man.
The poor man seems not to notice you at first.
I bang on the table with my fiery Latino fist.
He holds a finger up to you. In a minute.
I grab his finger.
You grab his finger. Okay. He
I say,
stares at you.
I'm about to drop, and I need equipment.
What kind of equipment?
I am Imperial Armor Spotter First Class Juan Martinez, and I have not been issued with my flak jacket and helmet. Do you want me to get my head blown off?
He looks at you and he opens a drawer on his little desk and he hands you a couple of papers. Sign this.
I sign the paperwork, Jack Malone.
You dick! You don't know my signature.
I make it look like Juan Martinez, but I actually sign it Jack Malone.
He looks at the signature and he goes, also, he looks at it and he goes, and he calls over one of his servants. He hands the papers to him and the servant runs off. It takes a couple of minutes, then the servant returns with the papers and there's a big stamp on it. Rejected. He reads into the notes that has been written. It seems you're a driver and you won't get issued any helmets.
I said, that says Juan Martinez. What's the matter? Can't you read? Because I can't write. I just wrote some random letters.
Hey, eso you no speak English, por favor.
He looks at the paper and he turns it a bit around and he goes, all right, you said your name was what?
Juan Martinez.
Juanchi.
And I say it like that. I don't just say Juan. I say Juan.
He throws the papers that you previously signed and he pulls out a new batch of papers, writes Juan Martinez on them, and then says, put your mark right here.
Roll for paper. Roll for paper cut damage.
Do you put your mark, Ludo?
Yeah, I just sign an X.
Once again, the servant runs off with the papers. Takes a few minutes, and he comes back with a battered old helmet with a long white stripe straight over it.
Is that it?
Yep.
Well, better something than nothing. I take it from him, I thank the servant, and then I fix the quartermaster with my second best fiery Latino glare.
He smiles at you and starts dealing with someone else.
I buckle the helmet upon my heed and return to the righteous fury and not Betty.
As soon as I see you heading back with a helmet, I'm just like, good, you won't get shot right away.
Wait, instead of saying righteous fury, not righteous Betty, why don't we just call it righteous, not Betty?
That'll be the best name.
Righteous, not Betty.
Righteous, not Betty.
Sadly, he's going to win because he has the token on his side.
Oh.
Yeah, you're just all jealous, so.
Jealous of your Betty.
Yeah.
Yes, well, once you get back to your friends, it seems the tank has already been loaded up onto the transport. Just after this happens, a man comes over to you with a couple of papers. He says, all right, you're the crew of the Righteous Fury, right?
Righteous Betty, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, right. The Righteous Betty.
No, Righteous Fury, ignore him. He took a
Righteous
head wound
Fury,
in
not
basic
Betty.
training. He thinks everyone and everything is called Betty. It gets very confusing.
I need you to sign these papers right away.
As opposed to next year.
What
Are you
these
trying
papers?
to be funny? He stares at Jack as he says that.
Yes! I'm so alone.
Shut up, Jack.
Fuck you. I'll drive you into a tree, dick.
You drive
And
me
then
into
I'll
a tree,
shoot
you'll
the
drive
tree.
us all into a tree. you-
Exactly! Respect my authority.
Oh, no.
Respect my authority. I control the gun.
I control a whole gun. I control
No,
a laser.
None of you can shoot me with your gun. I could drive you into a river. I hope you learn to swim with guard armor.
I can purposely explode the shell in the barrel and kill us all. What about
I can
that?
throw my last pistol at you.
Yeah, I just want to point out that I shall be sitting above and behind all of you. I can just shoot Jack in the back of the head if he's misbehaving.
Yay!
I can drive if you need.
Well, we can all drive.
Wow.
It's just a matter of how effectually we can drive. But
Just-
anyway,
Jack just needs to get this through the fact that he is entirely expendable. So
we're Imperial Guard.
I'm
we're
not
all expendable.
expendable!
I turn to the clerk and I kind of tilt my head slightly aside and say, just a second, does this mean that if we don't sign this paperwork, we won't be allowed to go down onto the planet and be shot at?
No, it probably means that Commissar over there will come over here and take care of you sooner.
Write about paperwork!
I signed the paperwork.
Okay, start writing on the paper.
So you're not even going to ask him what the paperwork's about? You're just... The
Did you
sheer
not-
threat of a commissar is forcing you to sign without even reading it?
Did you not re-
Guardsmen, we don't
did-
get paid to ask questions.
Actually, I don't even... Actually, can we even read?
Did you guys not watch that SS book episode? I always read the terms and conditions. I don't want to get turned
Exactly.
into a human iPhone.
But yeah, seriously, can we even read? Because not in Dark Heresy 1, literacy isn't a basic skill.
Literacy is not in a basic skill here either.
Okay, so apparently none of us can actually read, so...
Well, I've already stated that my signature is an X, so I'm assuming that I am basic literate enough to read the Imperial Guardsman's uplifting primer, and that's about it.
You can make out what it says in some cases, but not much more.
Can I
It's
make sure
very-
the tank is named Betty? Righteous Betty? I can correct it maybe. I know how to write Betty. I've done it before.
You can
Just
write the
sign
word
it, Betty.
I don't sign Betty. I sign whatever I sign, but scrap. Or my real name maybe.
You draw a little picture of a piece of scrap.
Do you just draw a picture of Brad Pitt on the side? That would make me a very happy man.
No, I said
What, the
scrap.
tank's being called the Righteous Brad Pitt now, is it?
Yes! Yes!
Like,
Look, a naked picture of Brad Pitt on the side, and I won't leave my screen. I'll just sit here logged into D20. I'll be happy with that.
Well, I won't be happy with that.
Oh.
So who has not signed this paperwork?
Oh, fine. But if I haven't already signed it?
I think everyone signed it.
I signed my name, and instead of a little swishy thing on the end, I swish it into a thing that looks like a penis, and then walk away.
That'll make the administratum happy.
Hey, it's my signature.
It's your signature. I'll let you sign it that way if you really feel like it.
Reeve just headbutts the clipboard. That's his signature.
He stabs the pen into his eye, and then stabs it on the paper.
The man walks away slowly. And as he turns around to actually walk away, you hear him mumble, "Crazy people."
Of course.
Yeah, and
We're
and I
soldiers,
yell
you've gotta be
back,
crazy to be
yeah,
a
and they
soldier
put
in
us in
40K.
control of a tank.
I've got a laser.
I've got a cannon.
I've got a laser beam!
I've got crayons.
Join the Imperial Guard. At least they give you lasers.
I'm a fire in my laser.
I make things go boom! I don't know why I did that in an American accent. I do apologise.
That sounded more like a gay accent than an American accent.
Well, I'm kind of disappointed that we can't go down in the tank because...
Well, we can go down in the tank if you want.
Because, unfortunately... Yes, thank you, Justice. Because the Games Workshop is a British company, that means these tanks are built to British specifications and therefore will have tea-making facilities inside.
Yay! Oh, great!
But then again, since it's Games Workshop that made everything, so has the gunships, the dropships, and everything else.
That's a good
Yay!
point, Simon. I go into the dropship and I make myself a nice cuppa.
And the cogboy go, "What the hell are you doing in the front cockpit?"
Alright, the crew compartment then. I say, sorry, cogboy, I have made an error in where I'm going. I was looking for the tea room.
I don't think a tech priest would actually be flying this thing. Usually they have just regular pilots to do that shit. Or servitors.
I said cogboy, didn't I?
Yeah, cogboy, that's Mechanicus.
Yeah, that's a tech priest.
Never mind. My mistake.
They might have tech priests flying like the most holy of dropships, but I don't think we're going to be in one of those.
Oh, are you sure?
The most holy of dropships or Echo 4?
Yes,
Echo
and
3?
I imagine Scrap will instantly name that most holy of dropships the Holy Betty.
Indeed.
So we're gonna get in the crew compartment, and when it's time to drop, are we gonna get in the tank and drop?
No.
Yeah,
it'll be in the
they're
crew
just going to kick our tank out of the back of the dropship when we're hovering over the battlefield.
A-team style.
Yep.
Well,
You
I
can
was
fire
thinking
the
more
cannon,
Tank
but you won't
Girls
get a
style,
bonus
where
for
they
it.
just strap a giant parachute to the back of the tank and drive out the back of the plane.
I ain't getting no dropship, fool! Well, look, they don't strap a parachute. Parachute's already on. Technically.
I lift my cup of tea to my fiery Latino lips and take a swig.
Is
A
it
cup
good
of
tea?
Not tea.
Well, it's
Or did he
technically, I
accidentally
suppose
drink
it's
holy
just-
oil that was just sitting around the dropship?
As you look up from the tea dispenser, there is the picture of Kim Kardashian's ass.
Oh, the internet broke!
This
we have
tea
no
tastes like
Wi-Fi.
shit!
Kim Kardashian, the holy model of the 20th century.
He's fucking
21st.
hideous.
21st
Look,
century.
it's what, 38,000 years in the future? She can't look any worse than she does now.
Oh, yeah, you have that.
You would be surprised.
If this is going on YouTube, someone tweet it to Kim Kardashian.
All that Botox.
All that plastic must preserve something. I mean, look at Michael Jackson's corpse, for God's sake.
Simon, what's happening next?
Right now, you're all, I assume, going into the dropship to, well, to take your positions
To strap
as the
in.
drop is, yes, to strap in as the drop is coming closer and closer. An older gentleman, he looks a bit like a former farm boy to you guys, comes over to you. My name's Azer Bauer. I'll be commanding the fucking guardsmen troop.
Hey, Sabauer!
Hey, Sabauer! Does he have his pet rock?
If you let me finish, you'll get your fill of fun. I'll be commanding the guardsmen troops down there. I expect your tank to be covering us at all possible moments.
Sorry, what did you say your name was again?
Ace of Bauer!
Hey, Sabauer! For those of you who have no idea why Justice and I are cracking up, Asa Bauer is he was a character that kept popping up in another game of Dark Heresy that we were playing. Matt, you're in that
Yeah.
campaign as well. Basically, he's a long-lost character that belonged to one of the other players, whose backstory, if I remember correctly, was lived in a field, had a pet rock to tell his secrets to.
Yes.
And the pet rock told no one.
And now this awesome character, Asa Bauer, is apparently in charge of Imperial troops.
Yeah, that was the actual story, word for word, of this backstory.
Yeah.
That wasn't the premise, that was it.
When asked to come up with a short backstory, that was it. Lived in a field, has a pet rock to tell my secrets to.
Do you have a pet rock, sir?
I used to.
That would be metagaming. You cannot ask that question.
God damn it!
So, you got any pets?
Still metagaming. I will let him reveal if he has pets if you finish your story.
Do you like rocks?
Have we actually been given our specific orders, or is this us getting the specific orders?
These are you getting your specific orders.
Do I have a data pad, a notepad that I can note this down on?
No.
We're not important enough
Do
to be
I
given
have
data slates.
Do I
That's
have
advanced
a piece of
technology.
paper that I can write this down on?
Yes.
Can you even write?
Well,
He can write, it's just a matter of whether he can read it.
It's like basic literacy. I'm assuming
It's
that
just like a few squiggles on the paper, just like, yep, got that.
I'm assuming that we've got maps and stuff that we've been taught to read.
Those are numbers, that's
Yes.
maths.
And I do want to point out that I do have navigation as one of my skills. So I confirm with him which direction that we're going to be supporting him in and where he needs us to go and when. And I make notes of it on our map.
Yes, he gives you the location that after the drop site has been reached, you will be going with them to assault a small town that should have no resistance, possibly an armored tractor or something like that.
An armored tractor? Who are my liver?
Okay, so wait. So they want us to assault a town with nobody in it. It's not an assault if there's nobody there. It's just us driving into the town.
That's the best kind of assault.
Yeah, it's an easy one. Wait.
I just mutter to myself, freaking intelligence are dumbasses. No intelligence, no resistance, my ass.
Imperial Guard full rimmer salute and confirm that we shall indeed be there. Is it Lieutenant Bauer?
Yes.
Lieutenant Bauer.
As he walks away, he picks something out of his pocket and mutters something to it.
Oh no!
My character looks at that and whispers to himself, I'm absolutely tongue-tied.
I know this might actually be kind of funny, but if I recall from that other campaign, weren't we heading to a new planet to be colonized in the first place?
No, we're not being colonized.
Yes, that is true, but
No, I'm just saying, couldn't this be that planet? And that's why he's here?
No, the Asa Bauer was never in that campaign.
Oh.
It was in a horrible failure of an invasion, if I don't recall.
The guard regiment that we are part of, though, the Targesians, that is the guard regiment that we are fighting in that other campaign, though.
Yep.
So technically, Righteous Fury and not Betty is a spin-off.
It is.
So I guess we should be going into the thingy, dropship. Holy Betty.
You're already in there. You haven't strapped yourself in, though.
Can I sellotape someone to the side of the tank?
We're nowhere near the tank. We're in the crew compartment, not the cargo hold.
Oh, I wanted to glue someone to the front of the tank.
Yeah, this must be a really big dropship.
No, it has two compartments, one for tanks and one for people. There's nothing else.
Bulk lifter or something.
Yeah, I'm just saying this is probably a pretty big dropship.
It carries 3 tanks and a division of guardsmen.
An entire division?
No, not division. A platoon of guardsmen.
Okay, I was about to say a division's a shit ton of people.
Division's like 2 regiments, isn't it?
That's actually like 3 regiments of Imperial Guard.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't think they actually have divisions of Imperial Guard. They just have regiments.
Ooh, regiments, they get
No, I think traditions is something actually else.
Can we
Referring
get
to
power
different
armor
kind
for
of
the
people.
Can we get power armor for the tank?
Why
Tank
do you
is
want
power
power
armored.
armor for a tank? It's a tank.
'Cause I want it to look like a space marine.
It's a tank.